What's up you guys? Today's video is going to be kind of different and it comes with a disclaimer, and this disclaimer is that this is not study advice. If you're studying to rank first, second, third, fourth, whatever, this advice is bad advice. Like, it's not going to work for you. So this advice would work for people that are like me when it comes to studies. So this is not going to be a video about how to study. So basically, during my entire school life and my college life, I was very lazy when it came to study. So that was a bad thing, but in a way it was also a good thing, because I did not like it and because I did not want to waste time on it. I tried to find out the easiest ways that I could study, and I tried to cut out everything else that I thought would just be wasting more of my time. Obviously this technique never got me onto the number 1, number 2, number 3 rank, and my goal was never to be there. Like, I got through my 4 years of physiotherapy college, ending each year with a distinction. So I guess that was kind of good, and so these tips might be helpful for you or they might not be helpful for you. So take them all with a grain of salt. Like I told you guys, I'm very lazy when it comes to studying. So lazy that I do not even make notes or write anything down. Like, during the entire exam preparation, the only time that I will take a pen and actually write something is on the exam day when I'm writing the paper. Before that, you will not see me making any kinds of note. See, when people usually answer exams, the main goal is that they want to study as much as they can, write it down in the paper and get the highest marks. But that was never my goal. I told you all that I would never rank in the top 3, and that was mostly true for theories. But when it came to practicals, it was a different story. Like, in many practicals, I ranked in the top 3 or the top 5, and sometimes, just sometimes, I even ranked number 1. And the reason for this is how students usually approach exams when they have theory and practical is, one, for the theory they will just study everything and just try to regurgitate it all on the paper. And then when it comes to practicals, they will try to focus more on the practical aspect. But when you think about it, whenever you're studying or learning anything, the most important part is the practical aspect. Like, that's the part that you're going to be going out into the world and applying. Nobody is going to ask you for your marks, or nobody is going to ask you to write down the theory of something. Everyone wants to see the practical, and only the practical aspect is actually used in the real world. So in physiotherapy, I used to approach the exams with the mindset that this is an opportunity for me to learn so that I can better develop my skills as a physiotherapist and I can provide a better service. Yeah, I know this sounds very cringy and made up, but this is the exact mindset I had going into every single exam. That's the reason why you can ask any of my batchmates, during exam time you would never see me stressed out or freaking out. The actual test for me would be applying my physiotherapy skills and actually providing a service and making people's lives better. So that's why honestly I never had an aim to rank in the top 1, 2, 3 or even actually get a rank. My only aim was to clear the exams and to be able to, perform well as a physiotherapist and provide a good service, no matter what field you're in. I think it's very important to have this mindset, not only for exams but in general. The main focus should not just be on the theory aspect and being able to write something down on a paper. Your main focus should be your ability to apply the skills that you learned in the real world. Now, another very common practice among students is studying late night and burning the midnight oil and then getting up early morning and starting again. Like, you're literally pushing yourself to the limits of exhaustion. So you see, the way that your brain and your nervous system works, the way it's able to transmit the information that it's read or seen and able to recreate that or remember it is by something called as neurotransmitters that travel through the nervous system. And these neurotransmitters, they get depleted at some point during the day, and the only way that they can be replenished is by providing sleep. So if you do not sleep and get good rest, these neurotransmitters are not going to be able to replenish themselves, and so you're not going to be able to remember or perform well. Even if you do not believe all this research, I have a real life example. So I have a friend who used to always be in the top, but during the exam month she was super stressed and she used to study all night, wake up early, and the whole entire month she used to become like a zombie by the end of it. And during one of the end semesters, I just told her to try and study and approach exams the way I do, like get proper sleep at night, like change your mindset and your outlook towards exams, towards marks, and many of the other tips that I will give you all in this video. And in those end semester exams, she ranked number number 2 or number 3. Now I'm not saying that she ranked because of the techniques that I showed her. Like, she ranked because she's very smart and she was always in the top. But the amazing thing that she learned, that she could rank in the top and perform just as well or even better and still not feel like a zombie and still be well rested, and overall mentally and physically she felt good. This just proves that you do not have to kill yourself in order to be able to do well. So I'm currently editing this video and I just realized that this video may come off like I'm trying to show off or something like that. I hope it does not come off like that to you, because that's not the point of the video. Actually, talking about my marks and all kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like, in general, I don't like to talk about marks and compare marks. Like, even when people used to ask me how you did in your exams or how much you got, I used to say I did well, or I used to say I passed. Also, from watching other creators' videos, it has come to my attention that if I do not remind you guys to smash the like button if you're enjoying this video, you'll forget. So this is my reminder: if you're enjoying this video, then please do smash the like button. The other unfortunate thing that most students do is practicing and going by the mentality of no pain, no gain. This mentality majorly prevails in the gyms, and even there it's not healthy. Students think that during exam time you just have to study. Even if you're exhausted, you just have to push through it and that will be better. Take any vehicle, no matter how far you want it to move, only the fuel can decide how far it moves. And if you actually try to press the throttle harder and push it more, you'll burn fuel faster, and second of all, that can also be detrimental to the engine if the fuel level is low. It's the same for the human body. If you try to push yourself past exhaustion, you're just gonna end up burning out. Also, talking about fuel has become too expensive. Tesla, we need you. Come fast to our country. Another thing I've noticed is that students will deprive themselves of everything during exam time. Like, they'll deprive themselves of food, exercise, using the phone or watching something. Now, I don't believe that completely stopping something is the answer. The answer is that you need to have a balance between all. Like, during exam days, I never deprived myself of anything. Like, I had a time when I used to watch comedy, funny shows so that I get distracted. I had the time when I used to do a workout. Like, I used to go to the gym, or I used to either do a home workout, because I know that a balance is important, and all of these things are going to help me remain distracted and remain in good physical and mental condition so I can perform better during the exams. And also, another thing is, after you have your meal, do not go and try to study, because after you eat, your body is using majority of its energy in order to digest that food. So when you're trying to push yourself to read and study and learn something, a lot of energy is not going to be available for your brain to function. So you're just going to be wasting your time and wasting your energy trying to study. So after you eat, give yourself and your body a break to relax and to digest the food, and then later on go back to studying. I just realized that I kind of snaked you guys and I never actually told you the reason why I don't write anything while studying. Many students will learn a portion and then they will start writing down the points and writing the answers of whatever the expected questions would be. Well, the way I used to study is, the first time I would read and I would just skim through. The second time would be the detailed study. So I would read a particular part or something, and then I would process the information and think how it actually works, make mind connections, or if it's related to the body, I would try to understand with movement what is exactly happening, how it's happening, try to find those concepts. For example, when I was studying anatomy, I used to use my own body as a model, and I would look in the mirror and I would try to identify, try to understand the movement. I would make a lot of concepts and try to understand and get a deeper understanding into it. Now, this concept might have not got me the best answers to write in the answer script, but I was happy at the end if it helped me understand the entire concept and be able to practically put it into use. And out of all these things, I think the most important is your mindset. Like, if you go with the mindset that I need to study and get these marks and oh my god, and put a lot of pressure on yourself, it will just lead to stress, it will lead to anxiety, which is again going to negatively affect the way you perform in your exam. Most of these concepts and ideologies of mine came about because I just wanted to avoid the most amount of work and also be able to do other things like watch something and exercise. That's all I wanted to tell you for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.